Yes.
you done today so far?
When? Repeat the question.
Oh,
Sorry, Joshua. I don't
what have you
hear
done today?
correctly.
I didn't
In the
hear.
morning I was working.
Okay.
This year or in the morning? Today.
So
Today.
you said I don't hear, but that'd be right now. We'd be talking about the past tense, so I didn't hear
I
correctly.
didn't hear. I didn't hear. Okay. I didn't hear correctly. In
Yeah.
the morning I was today. I I have done in the morning. I was working, and in the afternoon, after lunch, I am learning English.
So this afternoon I have been learning English.
I have been learning English. Okay.
Yeah. So because it's something that you started in the past, continued
We continue in the present. Okay.
until now. Yes, and it's still
Okay.
continuing. So I have been learning English.
Okay.
Adela, welcome to class. Adela, how's it going?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Nice, good to hear. I do today.
Um, I've been, I have been working. No, yes.
Okay.
I, I'm, I,
Past
I had, I had
tense.
at the school normal day.
Okay, so it was a normal day at school. All right, good. And yeah, hopefully you didn't have too many classes. Anton, welcome back. Anton, how's it going?
Fine.
Nice, good to hear. Um, and Anton, what are you going to do this weekend? What are you going to do this weekend?
This weekend I'm learning English.
Okay,
I want to gain some active vocabulary.
nice. All right, good. And who else do we have? Carlos, Carlos, how's it going?
Hello, Justin. I'm doing great, thank you.
Nice, good to hear. Carlos, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Nice. Cool. And what do you like to do for fun? What do you do in your free time?
Um, I like to work out and I like to ride a bike and
Okay,
some exercising.
nice. Good to hear. So working out, biking, exercising, nice. Herman, how's it going?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, good to hear. And Herman, what's your day been like?
What? Sorry?
What has your day been like? What's your day been like?
I don't know
What have
what
you
is
done
that.
today?
What have I done today?
Yeah,
Oh, I went to the gym in the morning and
okay,
now it's midday, so I'm going to cook some food to eat.
okay, nice. Do you know what you're gonna cook?
Maybe some pasta?
Some pasta?
Yep.
Okay, nice. That'll be, yeah, how's it going? Kasia, are you there? Hmm. All right, Kasia, I can't hear you at all now. It doesn't look like you're talking. Okay. So maybe try to leave and come back again. That might help, Kasia. Um, but I'm not sure. Amp, how's it going?
Hi, teacher.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well, thank you. What about you?
Doing really well. Thank you for asking. Um, and Amp, what did you do today?
Well, just watering my plants. I just finished.
Okay. Watering your plant. Is there anything else?
No, after the class, I have to go to the supermarket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
Your
And-
voice cut down sometimes, Joshua.
Okay. I'm not sure. I'm really close to my router. Hopefully it gets better. I can try to talk a little bit more slowly, and it might improve when the video is off too. So actually, we can just try that now. But hmm. Shinmei, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, so maybe Shinmei, your microphone might not be working at the moment. So maybe try to
Yes.
leave and come back, Shinmei. But okay, and David, how's it going?
Well, I'm great, and you?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking. And just because I don't recognize none, I've had. Sorry, David, have I had you in class before?
I can hear you very well.
Had you in class before?
Ah, right. No, never. It's my first time to proving a class with you.
Okay, where are you from? Where are
I'm
you?
from Me I'm from Mexico City.
Okay, from Mexico City. Perfect. It's nice to meet you, David.
Nice to meet you too.
And do you prefer David or David?
Well, David,
David. Okay.
by far, yes, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Kasia, how's it going? Alright, Kasia, I still can't hear you. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, I don't know, maybe keep trying. I don't really know what to say though. So hopefully it works. Hopefully I'll see you soon. But let's get started with class. Let's start. Jose, can you read the title in the next few lines?
Okay. Math. Today we will not do any math problems. Talk about math.
Good. So we're not going to do any math problems today, but and Jose, do you know what the symbol is?
P. P.
Pi. Yeah.
Pi. Pi.
Yeah.
Pi.
Good. And oh wow, this is not good. Oh man, sorry. I had made this class yesterday, and I don't think it's saved all the way. Anyways, it's not a huge problem.
Hi, teacher. Can you hear me?
Okay. So if we finish going, how are you, Shinwei?
I'm sorry. Someone has been trying to attack my internet.
That's not good. Well, I'm glad you're here. Yeah.
Finally, I'm alive.
Perfect. I'm glad to hear that. All right, and let's have Jose. Can you ask Herman the first question?
Yes. Do you like math? Why or why not?
Yes, I like math. I'm engineer, so math is very important to me.
Nice. Yes, I like math. So you need an article.
An engineer?
I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer. What kind of engineer?
In economics.
Okay, an economic engineer. Yeah, that would probably make math doubly important to you. That's just a lot of math. Okay, cool. Nice job. Good answer, Herman. Herman, can you ask David the same question?
Ask two. Ask who?
David.
David, do you like math? Why or not?
Of
Why?
course,
Why
I
not?
don't. Okay, of course I don't like math. I am not good at making math exercise due to I always get confused when I trying to do an exercise.
Okay. I'm not good at. We need to change the verb from making, and we need to make exercises plural.
Doing?
Yep. Good. I'm not good at doing math exercises.
Okay.
And due to the fact that what?
Due to I always get confused.
Due to the fact that I always get confused.
Okay.
Does that make sense? All right, and let's do one more. Carlos, what about you?
Yes, I could say that I like maths, but I'm really not really went on so deeply in math studies. But on the basic maths, I could say I went pretty well.
Okay. I like math, but I didn't go so deeply into math. That's a tricky sentence formation just to start with. We could say studying it, but as far as basic math maybe is concerned, it went well. Can you repeat that one more time, Carlos?
Okay, I like math, but I didn't go so deeply into study. But as far as basic math is concerned, it went well. It went well.
Nice. And Ahmed, welcome to class. Ahmed, how's it going?
Hi, how are you? I'm fine.
Nice. Good to hear. Okay.
Thank you.
And all right, Carlos, can you ask Anton the next question?
What's your favorite or least favorite type of math? Algebra, geometry, calculus, basic math, and why? Well,
Yeah. Actually, when I was in school, I loved geometry because it was more logical for me, because it was more logical for me. But now I must have a good orientation in in all math spheres, in all math areas.
All areas of mathematics.
Areas of math.
Yeah.
Because
Good.
it was
Really great
part,
sentence.
because of part
Oh.
of
Because
my
what?
work. It is part of my work.
Nice. Really good. Good answer. Okay. And Amp, what about you? Favorite or least favorite?
Well, my favorite subject was algebra when I was at the high school. Yes, I like it because the teacher always was challenging us with some problems. The first that he got points to the first one that finished the exercise.
Nice. I imagine you were one of the first ones who finished the exercise.
Yes, I tried to do it.
Finish The exercise. Really good answer. The exercise. I forget what I actually corrected here. I corrected something here. So my favorite subject was algebra when I was in high school. Yeah, I don't know if you recognize what I changed. I did change something, I assure you. But good. And Adela, what about you? Favorite or least favorite type of math?
Normally I use more in class the geometry because we need to calculate or to measure the trees, and we need to have the volume, the different shapes. But I like to the calcul and algebra, maybe equations. Is not the same.
And algebra equations?
Equation, I like when I was child. I like the typical the father has double. That's was interesting, no? Because it's necessary to think, develop the thought.
Okay, I'm not sure exactly what you... When I was a child, I liked...
I like the problems about age of the father is the double to the... we need to develop
word problems.
Equation. I don't know. They are two different parameters you don't have. You need to obtain. I don't explain very well. Sorry.
You did a good job of explaining. I liked word problems. We'd call those word problems.
Yes.
Where you had to find the correct equation to use.
Yes. Because you need to develop the words in math terms.
You need to convert the words to mathematical or just math terms.
Yes, to obtain a result.
To obtain a result. To obtain a result. Good. Okay. And we need a change right at the beginning. Normally I use more in class the geometry. Need to change this part.
No. I use a lot in class the geometry.
Okay. We need to remove the article, first of all. No matter where we put it, we can't have that article.
Okay, class geometry.
And so you were closer with that last one. How would you change it?
I use normally I use the
geometry?
No, geometry in class a lot. Oh no, tampoco.
Yeah. Normally I use geometry in class. Because you already used normally, I don't think you should put a lot.
Frequently.
You could say frequently. Frequently or normally. Or you can use, I use geometry in class a lot. So you can put a lot in if you don't have normally or frequently.
Okay.
Or you can use one of those two. So frequently I use geometry in class, normally I use geometry in class, or I use geometry in class a lot.
Frequently. I use geometry in class. Okay.
Yeah. Good.
It's
because you need to measure the trees.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. But good job. That was great. And I think we're good here. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay. And, oh, did I not? Okay. Well, at least there's that. So let's have Shinwei. Can you read the title and the words?
Vocabulary plus manners times divided by problem percent. Non numerator.
Good.
Denominator. Fractions. Decimal. Calculate. Exponent. Exponential.
Good. These last two words are pretty tricky. So we have exponent
Exponent.
and exponential.
Exponential.
Yeah. Then we've got, you did a good job with numerator and denominator. So we just emphasize those parts of the words, but you did a good job. Percent.
Percent.
And
Percent.
divided.
Percent.
Can you also try divided?
Divided.
Good.
Divided.
Yeah, I think that was perfect. Does anybody have any questions about any of these words?
Yeah, I want to know the meaning of the numerator and denominator.
Numerator and denominator?
Yeah.
Okay. Who can explain what's a numerator?
When you have a fraction, you have two parts. The part that is over, it's the numerator. For example, you have a half.
Numerator.
For example, 2 divided by 5. 2 is the numerator.
Yeah. 2 is the... Good, exactly. So 2 divided by 5, 2 is the numerator. Yeah.
It means calculator.
No, it doesn't mean calculator.
Means the number which we divide into maybe 2 or 3 parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll get a picture. So fraction is made up into 2 parts. The numerator is on top and the denominator is on the bottom. Yeah, it's just like she said. Oh, come on. This is really frustrating when that happens. Okay. And so yeah, fraction, we've got the numerator and the denominator.
Okay.
Okay.
It's clear now. Okay. Decimal means what?
Decimal?
Yeah.
Can you repeat decimal?
Decimal?
Decimal. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a decimal? Does anybody know?
It's a number with comma.
So it's a comma if you're writing in a different language. In English,
It's a number with a period.
yeah, it's a number with a period in English, or at least in United States English. So if we look here at this picture, the decimal point is right in the middle. Yeah. So units, tens, tenths, hundredths, and thousandths. That's
This point is the point. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Okay. What about the last one? Exponential.
exponent and exponential. Can you repeat that one more time? Exponent and exponential.
Exponent, exponential.
Good. And yeah, so does anybody know what an exponent is and what exponential means?
It's a number who say the the times you you time for the same number. For example, 2 exponential 2 is 2 by 2 or times 2 times.
Yeah.
The exponential is the number, but is over the number.
Yeah.
In a but it's very difficult in English to explain.
It is really difficult to explain. So
Yes.
it's kind of like when you multiply 8 by 8. So 8 times and 8 equals
Ah.
8 squared.
How times you need to multiply?
Yeah.
Yes.
This 2 here is the exponent.
Mm-hmm. And exponential. So this is a mathematical word that we use a lot in English when we're talking about something that does what. So what's exponential?
Sorry,
Yeah.
when this 2 is possible to say square?
Yes, squared.
Okay. Thank you.
So you'd say 8 squared. But yeah, that's the exponent.
Yes, but okay.
Yeah. So yeah, what's exponential?
Maybe the down number.
Not quite. That's called the base. Exponential would be something that looks like this on a graph. So it gets bigger really quickly.
The
So,
corp.
huh?
The corp.
The corp?
Yeah, this line.
Huh? Yeah, it's the curve. The curve.
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 Yeah, because that in French is the corp.
It's same as J. The
Curve.
they grow same as J.
Yeah,
Because-
and it can drop exponentially too. So the stock market fell exponentially. Not something you'd
Yeah.
want to happen generally. But yeah, so it's a huge drop or a huge gain. So something that grows really quickly or decreases very quickly would be exponential. So it's an adjective that we use pretty frequently in English. Any other questions here?
So teacher, I think I don't know if we can use exponentially as a idiom or day by day use in English. For example, we can use, for example, the hunger has been grow exponentially in Africa.
Yes, you can. You can use it in day-to-day English too. Yeah. It's a pretty common word. Man, I haven't seen you in 5 years. You've grown exponentially. Maybe that's a little bit excessive. We probably wouldn't use it like that, but it could be. So yeah, it is very common, Carlos.
Okay, thank you. I got it.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah. When we divided the 4 to 7, the equal is the fraction.
Yes, the result maybe yes, because it's not entire number, no? It's not. Yes.
Yeah, so this is the fraction. So it's just the way that it's put. Yeah, so that's what we'd call a fraction. Just any number over another number.
Okay.
Yeah. That you couldn't really reduce. So like 4 over 8. I mean, it's a fraction as it is, but the answer isn't.
A decimal number.
Yeah, you get a number with a decimal, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. And any other questions? Okay. All right. Let's do actually some sentences here. And so can everybody choose a word right now that they're going to remember? So everybody choose a word. And remember it. And let's start with sentences. I'm not actually sure where we are. Let's start with Shinwei. Can you make a sentence with a word that you remembered?
1 plus 1 equals 2.
Nice.
It's very simple.
Yeah, that's a good one, no? Ahmed, can you make a sentence?
Yeah. 10 fraction 2 equal 5.
Okay. We need a different word. Not fraction
Instead of fraction?
here.
Okay, divided.
Yeah, divided position?
Divided in 2.
Not into. What preposition do we use here? Anybody know?
By.
Yeah, by. Can you read the whole sentence?
Sorry?
Can you read the whole sentence one more time?
Yeah. 10 divided by 2 equals 5.
Yeah. If you wanted to say something like 9 over 5 is a fraction, that'd be maybe a good way to use fraction. Jose, can you make a sentence?
Yes. It was very difficult to solve the problem.
Nice. Nice. How do you say that sentence starting with the problem?
The problem was solved?
Not quite.
No, the problem was very difficult to solve.
Yeah, both are
Yeah.
correct. I just wanted to see if you could switch
Okay.
around. Good. Herman, can you try the next one?
Calculate 3 times 8.
Nice. What's the answer?
Hmm?
What's the answer?
24.
Good. Nice. So I lied a little bit. I guess we will do one math problem. David, what about the next one?
The portion of 25% of 1,000
Okay. Is
2050.
2050?
No, 250, sorry.
Uh-huh.
250.
Good. Nice. And Carlos, what about you? Can you make a sentence?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I will try it. 2 explanation by 3 equals 8.
Okay. Wow. We'd say actually 2 to the 3rd power is 8.
Great. 2 to the 3rd power is 8.
Yeah, that is 2 to the 3rd power. Yeah, so the number itself is an exponent. But yeah, when we were saying it, so you could say 2 squared. Sorry, 2 squared. And then everything else pretty much.
To the 4th power, for example.
Exactly, 2 to the 4th power. I actually can't do it. Huh. I can only do 2 and 3. I'm not sure how to do the other ones, but good. Yeah, 2 to the 4th power. Nice job. And Anton, what about the next one?
The square root of 9 is 3.
Nice. I don't think we talked about square roots, but perfect. And so the square root looks like, I don't know if I can do it on my keyboard. At least I'm not sure. Clearly I don't do math all the time. So who knows what the square root is?
The opposite to the power.
Yep, exactly. So it looks like that. Symbol, square root of 9, not 3. Equals. Perfect. And Amp, can you make a sentence?
Okay, the fraction 5 over 10 is equivalent to the fraction 1 over 2.
Nice. Nice. Really good grammar. Nice. And Adela, your sentence?
I have the explanation about the AMP sentence. If you multiply numerator and denominator for some number, you have an equivalent fraction.
We'd say by the same number.
By the same number, you have a equivalent fraction.
An equivalent fraction. I'd say you have an equal fraction.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not, well,
Equivalent works.
it's not equal, but it's,
Yeah.
Can
Equivalent.
we
Yeah.
say equivalentive?
it's equivalent, yes.
Yeah. You have
Because it's the result finally is same, but it's not equal the fraction.
Yeah, you're totally right actually. Equivalent fraction. Okay, yeah, for sure. Equivalent fraction. Nice, good job. Okay, perfect. And does anybody have any questions here?
Yes, I have. The last sentence, an equivalent. Can we say equivalentive?
Equivalent in English.
So we can't say equivalentive.
No. Equivalente, probably it sounds like Spanish.
In Spanish it's equivalente.
Yes.
English
But it's not equal. I don't know I try to.
But yeah, so in English it's equivalent.
Yes, that exists. Yes, having equivalence. Yes.
Yeah, equivalence. Okay. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay. And let's go into this comic. Shinwei, can you read the role of the little boy? And Ahmed, can you read the role of the tiger?
Okay. You know,
It's matter.
Yeah, Shinwei.
so,
Sorry?
sorry?
Can you
I
hear me?
don't think math. Teacher, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. So Shinwei, yeah, can you read the role of the little boy?
I don't think math is a science. I think it's a religion. It's a religion.
Ahmed?
A religion?
Yes. Are these Are these quotation? Are these questions are like are these are these are these question are these questions are like miracles. You take two numbers and when you add them, they magically become one new number. No one can see how it happens. You, you, I don't know this word.
Who knows the word? Who can help him out?
Either.
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 Uh-huh. American
Oh,
English.
you either believe, believe, if or you don't.
This whole book is full of things that have to be accepted on faith. It's a religion.
And in the public schools, no less lawyer.
As a mathematist, I should be excluded, I don't know, from this.
Excused.
Excuse, okay, sorry for that.
No. Excused an atheist.
Yeah, excuse from this.
Huh? An atheist. As a math atheist.
As a matheist,
Atheist.
atheist.
Uh-huh. Good. And Shinwei, can you repeat, so when you add them, and magically. Good. Magically. All right, so
I'm not familiar with the capitalization.
you're not familiar with what?
Capitalization.
Ah, capitalization. Okay. So generally, yeah, I use capitalization to show just when we enunciate something. So yeah, we can try to do more lowercase letters when you're doing that. But okay. Good. Let's have. So just remember too. I think you guys switched roles a little bit. So Calvin's saying it's all faith, and that the Tiger says in public schools, no less. Jose, what's happening in this comic? What's happening here?
I think that the child doesn't understand anything about math because he hasn't had a good teacher for teaching math.
Good math teacher.
Math teacher. A good math teacher. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so that's a good point. Can you add anything, Herman?
No, I'm agree with my partner.
You said I'm agree. We need to change that. How would we change that?
I have the same opinion.
That works. It's a simpler change though. So we try to keep the same words. We just change the tense of the verb. Well, actually, what we need to do is just remove a verb.
It's agree because when you use agree, you don't need to use the verb to be.
Yeah.
The same like disagree.
I agree or I disagree.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah. Okay. David, what about you? What else could you add here
Well,
about what's happening?
the toddler doesn't catch very well the ideas about mathematics. Uh, that's why he thinks that the numbers appears like a miracle.
Okay. So, and of course, to some extent, that's absurd. Does anybody see kind of where he's coming from? Does anybody think that he's actually making a logical point?
I think that he is taking doing a similar comparison in between the religion and when you can decide what to do with it, what religion to follow. So
Yeah.
because he doesn't understand math, it must be excuse of don't study because
Okay, go ahead, keep going. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
like in religion you just choose what you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so that's a good point.
To me, yeah, like
He is
atheist.
making a comparison. And so the tiger's kind of making a joke at him. He's being ironic by saying it in the public schools, no less, just because of the separation of church and state. In the United States, they try to keep religion out of schools. But if you guys want to think about math a little bit, there's a video in YouTube, and it might be a little bit difficult, but it's an idea channel, and it's asking if math is a feature of the universe or if it's a feature of human creation. And so it's an interesting thing to listen to. It'll probably be good for the English. So if any of you are interested in that, it kind of touches on this comic. I don't think it takes it quite as far, but it'll be interesting. All right. And yeah, does anybody have any questions here? All right, good. Let's go on. Okay, so we've got a comic, or a poem. Let's do some reading. Let's start with Herman. Can you read this first verse?
Okay. Smart. My dad gave me $1 bill because I'm his smartest son, and I swapped it for 2 shiny quarters because 2 is more than 1.
Good. And David, can you read the next part?
And then I took the quarters and I traded them to Lou for 3 dimes. I guess he don't know that the 3 is more than 2.
Okay, good. That 3 is more than 2. So there's no article in between. Can you repeat that?
That 3 is more than 2.
Uh-huh. And traded.
Traded.
Good. Anton, what about the next one?
Just then along came old blind Bates, and just cause he can't, he gave me 4 nickels for my 3 dimes.
Yeah. So, and then along came blind Bates, and just 'cause he can't see, gave me 4 nickels for my 3 dimes. Sorry. And can you read the next one? Next sentence.
And 4 is more than 3.
Anton? Good. And Amp, can you read the next part?
And I took the nickels to Hiram Combs down at the seed feed store, and the fool gave me 5 pennies for them, and 5 is more than 4.
Yeah, Coombs. Can you repeat Coombs?
Combs.
Really good pronunciation. That was great. Adela, what about the next one?
And then I went, I showed my dad, and he got red in the cheek, and closed his eyes and shook his head, too proud of me to speak.
Good. Cheeks.
Cheeks.
And head.
Head.
Yeah. And it sounds like somebody's got an echo. Maybe Ahmed. Can you mute your microphone?
Okay.
No, doesn't look like it's you. So I'll keep David and Herman. Oh, it looks like it was David. Okay, David, yeah, so just be aware that there is a microphone, so when you're not talking, keep the microphone off. It might help a little bit. Okay, and yeah, thanks. Ahmed, what's happening here in this comment or in this poem? What's happening in the poem?
What happened in there?
In the poem. So this is a poem. What's happening? What's the poem about?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe Jose. Do you think you can say it? Jose, do you know what's happening in the poem?
He writes something.
Excuse me?
He writes something. I don't know. In the chat book.
Ah, it's a name. It's just a name. Maybe Herman, what's happening in the poem?
Father gave a dollar bill to his son, and then the son made some monetary transactions, but he was thinking that he were smart, but actually he lost the money, and the result was very terrible, and he went to the father to show the result, and the father was choking.
What was he choking on?
Choking is like a shock.
Maybe you could say he was choking on his anger, or yeah, he was choked up from the shock, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but all right. And does anybody have any questions here?
It's a little silly.
It is a little silly.
Think your grandpa don't speak because he's very proud.
Yeah.
It's a little it's to think a lot. It's to speculate.
Yeah, it's definitely not the smartest character.
No.
All right, and yeah, I guess we could try this before we finish up. I think we're with David. Can you read the title and try the first one?
Yes. Identify the symbol and tell when it's used.
Symbol.
Symbol.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which it's called.
Okay. Does anybody know what this one's called?
Which one?
The first one.
Is multiple.
Close.
Multiplication?
Yeah, multiplication. And symbol or sign.
Yeah.
When do you use it?
When we use it.
Yeah. David. David? I guess it's
What? Sorry?
When do you use the sign? So can you tell me?
when you have to multiply, or I don't know,
Yeah, multiply.
when you have to multiply two numbers or more.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how else you'd say that. So yeah, good. What about the next one? I think it's amp. Yeah. What's the next one, amp?
The next one. Yeah. I don't know. Division sign.
Division sign. Or division symbol. Good. And pretty much the same when you have to divide two numbers. All right. Can you make an equation with the division symbol in words? So can you make an equation in words with this symbol? Amp?
An equation with the symbol. Okay. 25 divided by 5
is
5.
Yeah, good. Perfect. Nicely done. We are unfortunately out of time. This is a square root symbol. This is exponent, and this is the function symbol. Just in case, I've got another class to start. I'm running a little bit late, so hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. And thanks for coming in.
Bye-bye.